Visitors arrive from many parts of Europe, and of course also from all corners of Austria. This is the second steam rally for railway enthusiasts held here in Selzthal. But before we join in the events of the second day of the Selzthal Steam Rally, here's a bit of history of this unusual station, right in the middle of nowhere. In the first part of this documentary, we looked at the raison d'etre of this major railway junction and station, dating from its early beginnings in the 19th century to the days before World War II. Now we pick up the story from there. This junction was sitting like a spider in the middle of what had been the Imperial and Royal Austrian railway system. In 1938, after Austria's annexation and occupation by Germany, Selzthal became a justifiable target for the enemies of the National Socialist state. The multiple air raids were successful and left Selzthal very badly damaged. When the Allied forces finally left in 1955, a phase of vigorous reconstruction and investment began. Selzthal benefited from this new period of peace and stability. After the war damage had been repaired, the electrification of the railways proceeded apace. When the station was first built on the poor, unstable soil of the Enns Valley, this lack of original foresight now presented major problems. The masts carrying the overhead catenary had to be anchored to deep and stable foundations. In the autumn of 1964, the line came of age with the completion of its electrification.
Die Elektrifizierung der Bundesbahnstrecke zwischen St. Michael und Selzthal ist fertiggestellt. Zur Feier der Aufnahme des elektrischen Betriebes ist Verkehrsminister Probst mit vielen Honoratioren gekommen. Die 63 Kilometer lange Strecke Selzthal-St. Michael ist das Mittelstück der Nord-Süd-Verbindung zwischen Linz und Graz. Nun gibt es also neben der Tauernbahn noch eine zweite elektrifizierte Querverbindung zwischen der Westbahn und der Südbahn.
Despite ever-increasing electric traction, there were still some steam locomotives stabled in Selzthal. Here it was possible to enjoy the scent of smoke, steam and oil for just a few more years. May 1970 saw electric locomotives on the remaining piece of line from Selzthal to Hieflau. Much to the sorrow of the many railway enthusiasts, only so-called clean engines were now admitted to the roundhouse. To give railway lovers at the Selzthal Rally the opportunity to visit the famous Admont Monastery, return journeys with historic trains were on offer. The engine was locomotive class 1245, normally stationed in Selzthal, and was heading several old four-wheelers from the 1930s, belonging to the Historic Railway Society of Austria, the ÖGEC. This is a typical local train in Austria, a holiday train. It used to be. The carriage is a thunderbox. They call those because they made that noise, boom, 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 when they traveled, and they were quite rattly. This is slightly better now. It's got No wooden seats, they're comfortable, but still reminds me of going on holiday in the days of yore. Luckily, I managed to get into the cab of the locomotive. For me, that's always a special experience. Naturally, our camera crew was with me. I didn't want to hog the pleasure just for myself.